up until like just this point, I would have said absolutely, you're never going to get me to vote for Biden. But with like as authoritarian as Trump is being right now, and every time like for the last 4 years, I mean, every time like he does something, I'm thinking, okay, he's hit a new low. This is like bad even for him. He can't possibly get any worse than this. He always outdoes himself. I mean, technically, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but like I said, even for him, this is a new low. So, I mean, I might have to suck it up. As much as I can't stand Joe, I might have to vote for him just literally as being like an anti Trump vote and nothing else. But I'm still making up my mind. I still don't know. I mean, look, make no mistake, Biden wrote the crime bill. He's partially responsible for the culture of policing and everything being what it is right now. I mean, he exploded the prison population. You know, you got to keep, and I always try to tell people, people can get mad at me. He was to the right of Reagan. You know, some of like the Fox News types hold him up as like some savior, some like god of the Republican Party, and it's like he's to the right of that guy. He pushed Reagan to be more punitive on the drug war. He gave the famous speech, about the crime bill. It's like, I don't care why they do it. Just punish them, punish, punish. Instead of taking the, what would be the compassionate left wing view, which is, hey, you know, let's look at the economic despair that some of these people are in. Maybe they don't have loving families. Maybe they don't have opportunities beyond, working at Walmart or McDonald's. Or, maybe that's their only choice is to sell drugs or to, join a gang or whatever. I mean, like a real liberal would look at it, but, and, a million other things, he's very, as a feminist, he's very likely, a rapist, certainly a creep at the bare minimum. I mean, he's the embodiment of like, get off my lawn, cranky old man. Flips out on people that even remotely challenge him on his record or ask him, criticize him in like the slightest bit. You know how he's always saying, look at my record, man. And I'm like, yeah, we have. That's the problem, buddy. I don't think he gets how the internet works. Or he does, and he's like angry that he can't get away with the car salesman, schmoozing bullcrap that the politicians always used to be able to get away with. I mean, I don't know. The point being, yes, I get it, and I'm with you. He's god awful 1,000 ways to Sunday, but as terrible as he is, I gotta admit, and I'm being objective as much as I don't, even he wouldn't deploy the military on U.S. citizens or even threaten to. He wouldn't tear gas protesters to get a stupid photo op with the Bible in front of that church like he did. And make no mistake, his response to this, if he was president, it wouldn't be good. His response to over-policed communities would be more policing. Maybe he'd call in the National Guard or something like that, or look at his big reach out to the left as these stupid task forces. And that's just a nice way of saying f off. I'm not going to do anything for you. I'm just going to symbolize and make it look like I am, so that you'll get off my back about it. It's like what it's like is like if you write like or you make a complaint or you reach out to a business and they say something like, they give that robotic, automated sounding response of like, we take your concern very seriously and we're looking into the problem, but then they don't do anything. Yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, don't be under any illusions, and we're not going to get much. The left, we're not going to get much under a Biden presidency. I mean, all that we're going to get, other than obviously just not being Trump, I mean, which some people would argue that alone is reason enough, and as I said, I'm still kind of debating about that. All we're going to get is I'll admit he would be better on the courts, better on climate, not good, but better. I mean, he would, raise the gas mileage standards and get us back into the Paris Climate Agreement. Not nearly enough. He'd be better on some social issues. And that's about it. That's about as far as we'd get. So we're not going to get much. But with as dire of a situation as we're in, I hate to say that being anti-Trump might just, that might have to be good enough. But my God, I wish that they hadn't coalesced against Bernie. I wish he hadn't dropped. I mean, because history is proving, this time is proving we needed him. We needed him and his policies, like now more than ever. And I just wish we had someone that we could be proud of voting for, not just, lesser of two evils. He's not Trump. And I was like really hopeful of Jesse Ventura was running. I mean, he's even like harder against, anti-war than even Bernie is. But I think it's too late for him to jump in the race. I think his wife might be sick or something like that. I think he's got, family commitments that he can't do it. Howie Hawkins, the guy from the Green Party, he's pretty good, but he's not a well-known. I mean, a guy like that's almost certainly not gonna have a chance of winning. I mean, I want to vote for him just as like a protest vote, but like as I said, just getting Trump out, just in and of itself, might just be so important right now that we gotta like. But we shouldn't have to. I mean, like that's just messed up. I mean, you'd think that we'd be further along in this by 2020, that we would be more evolved in this. That the so-called left with the so-called opposition party would be possibly to the left of Ronald Reagan, but I guess it's too much to ask for.